Hey y'all, this is David, the Georgia photographer. Okay, I've got some photos that I took in Reno back in July, and I'm gonna go through them with you and do a little bit of commentary on a couple of them. But I'm just gonna explain what I did while I was in Reno. I saw so much lights and things like neon and banks of incandescent bulbs built into signage that I thought it would be interesting to go downtown and at night after the sun's completely down with a black sky and just get some of these lights. And I walked around for about 2 hours with just a camera and tripod on my shoulder and just was set up and get long exposures here and there. I stopped way down, stopped about f/16 on almost all of it if I'm right. That's how I'm getting light stars. And then I took that and I took several photos of every one of them and trying to get the most interesting one with like maybe light trails or people flowing through the image. I was trying to get motion in with it as well, and it was really difficult to get motion that looks good. It's just hard to do. So some of them don't have any motion, but it's a collection of photos, and I just want to share them with you guys. Come on, let's look at these. Quick preface. I started out with a pack of gear, tripod, camera, such and such. I made one lap around the block, and I quickly realized that the backpack was completely unnecessary. So I ditched it. That's a little bit of that's a nugget of wisdom for you there. If you're doing a specific kind of photography, set the camera up with a focal length that you like. Carry a spare battery, and I literally just took the tripod, folded the legs, and laid it over my shoulder. And I had the SL2, a 28mm Asahi optical lens on it, and a spare battery. And it made it so much more pleasurable because I dumped all that weight that I didn't need. And just an extra little thing there I wanted to throw in there. So these are all long exposures, and they're all stopped down probably f/16. I don't rightly remember, it's been a while, but I'm pretty sure they were all pretty well stopped down to at least f/13 if not f/16. As you can see, this Fulton's Alley, it was right beside where I parked the car. There's actually a photo toward the end of my car in the photo that we had a rental. It was a little SUV, but this Fulton Alley was kind of neat. So I thought I'd get you always kind of like chum the waters, get into the groove, whatever, with just a test shot or two. And I did 4 or 5 photos here trying to get light trails in front of this alley. Plus, if you look way in the back of the alley, right down in the middle, there's a ghost of a person walking down the alley at the same time. And I thought it was a pretty cool photo. Now, I'm not gonna commentate on every single image, but I do want to talk about a few of them. What I do want to bring up is that a lot of them are not shot square on. You're going to find like there's a photo of the Virginian sign, and it's deliberately shot off axis, and it's because there's lamp posts in the way of a bunch of these signs. And if you'll notice, I moved the camera to where the lamp post was in between words or something to get it to hide the lamp post somewhat, so it didn't just be right in the middle of the sign shooting dead square on. That was the reason you'll see a lot of these photos shot off axis. Or I couldn't get in the middle of the road, so you do what you can from the sidewalk or from the side, what have you. But yeah, just enjoy. And if I see something interesting along the string of photos, I'll pause it and talk to you. This is what you would see is when you came into Reno several years ago. These signs, there's I think 3 of them in total, and I found 2 that night. They're the old entrance to the city signs, and the current one was the first one I photographed. But these are on the main highway that comes into the city. I don't remember the highway number, but it's like the main road through Reno. They saved all the old ones and kind of restored them and then put them in different places. It's kind of neat. They're big into like saving their history, even though their history isn't very old, because you know the Nevada territory became a state in the 1800s, late 1800s at some point. I also wanted to tell you that if you didn't notice it, there's a photo of Ceres Casino, and in that photo it's deliberately taken off axis because then I was able to position the lamppost between 2 of the letters and out of the way of the kiosk sign on top of the building. And it kind of blends into the building pretty well that way. You can see the post, but it's not like obscuring the image. It's not in the way.